Hello, I'm Jason Lowry.
And I'm Mark Tody, ready to auction it up.
At the Feed My Sheep Bake Sale, and this is the On Location Parkland Podcast.
It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. They got plenty to say, they got plenty of heart. On the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. Jason and Mark.
Good morning. Welcome to episode 92 of the Parkland Podcast. We're so glad you're with us here this morning as we broadcast from the Feed My Sheep Bake Sale.
Love this event.
First Baptist Church in Desloge. They stuck us in the, foyer of the area here. They have a nice screen in front of us that tells us when everything is happening. Breakfast has just gotten underway. There's a big crowd already. And for just $5, you can have 2 biscuits and gravy with a drink, or you can have 1 biscuit and gravy with eggs.
I would go the 1 biscuit gravy with eggs.
Oh, yeah, a little variety in your
Yes.
life. Bake sale and silent auction open up at 9 o'clock this morning.
Don't try to outbid me on anything.
Hey, Keith, there'll be a lot of that. We'll be waving and yapping with people.
I saw him at the
they
fish
come
fry
through.
last night.
Yeah. I saw you at the fish fry
Yes.
last night, too.
Yes, limping along.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. This episode is brought to you by Parkland Pharmacy, Discover Farmington, First Aid Community Bank, Cook Financial, Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center, local author John Fitz.
Got a book signing today.
Yeah, the City of Desloge, Vanessa Pegram for Farmington School Board, Stephanie Cabrera for Farmington School Board, and Adam Redeker for Central School
Yo,
Board.
Adam.
So lots of great sponsors helping us bring you the Parkland Podcast today here from Feed My Sheep. This is a bake sale that benefits all of the food pantries in the north end of the county.
From Park Hills north.
So you'll be helping out those food pantries and all the churches in the north end of the county bring in cakes and pies and all kinds of different stuff.
There's chili in there.
There's chili. I didn't see the chili.
There's cakes, pies, chilies, cookies, breads galore,
See the
a
chili.
huge silent auction. Going to be a cook and clergy auction, I believe, later on.
That's at 11:45.
Yeah, they call it the pastor cake auction. It's a lot of fun, though.
And there's the first plate of biscuits and gravy making its way into the eating area here. Here comes plate number 2.
Followed by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
There's about 15 people in line already.
So come on out again. You need to make sure you're here by 9 o'clock this morning. Election night coverage coming your way April 7th. We're going to be at Election Central. Myself and Daniel J. Cox will be pinch hitting for you that night. That election night coverage is brought to you by Pettis Automotive, Kent Sism for St. Francis County Commissioner, Mac Tech, and Bauman Oil. Mark Tody, you are limping. I'm assuming that will be brought up during your What You Did This Week segment.
Sure, why not? Wednesday morning I was walking, and I was on Dewey Road, and I was walking towards the Farmington Presbyterian Manor, but all of a sudden I noticed 2 dogs that were not in their enclosures.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately for me, the dogs also noticed me. And they came after me, and I don't think they were there to wish me a happy good morning because they had evil intentions in their eyes. And I thought to myself, well, I could try to run, but that would last about 2 seconds before they overtook me. So I decided to stand my ground and yell at them and scare them into submission, which actually worked.
Wow.
One got to within about 10 feet of me before he stopped. But the problem was, as I turned to face them, I wrenched my knee a little bit. And so it's uncomfortable.
But no bites.
No bites.
No bites. That's great.
That would have been adding insult to injury to get bit and hurt my knee at the same time.
So you got big. Did you put your arms up and yell? And
Oh, I yelled and screamed.
What did you yell? Can we say it on the podcast?
Not all
Church
of it.
basement?
No, my buddy Brian Hickey lives next door to the house where the dogs were, and I was telling him the story, and he goes, "Oh, so that's you we heard yelling at 6 in the morning." I said, "Yeah, that was me." And he says, "Those dogs get out all the time."
Oh, man.
And I was like, "Well, if you talk to your next door neighbor, tell him I did not like it at all."
So how's that affected the workout routine? Because I know that's something you hold very sacred.
Poorly.
Yeah.
Poorly. In fact, that leads right into the Bella Herman Health Tip of the Week. Good morning, Miss Bella. I saw her at the Civic Center this morning, and I'm just going to read what she wrote because
Okay.
she is now a paid professional with us.
Yes.
Bella Herman Health Tip of the Week. Walking regularly for at least 30 minutes daily offers significant health benefits, including enhanced cardiovascular fitness, improved blood sugar levels, stronger bones, reduced body fat, and increased energy. So we should all aspire to be like the great Mark Toady and get out and get our daily walking in. Seriously, this man gets up at like 3 a.m. to walk 4 miles every day.
That's what she wrote.
That's what she wrote, and then I had to tell her about the whole dog getting bit, and I can't really walk much anymore. And she's like, "Well, that kind of puts a damper on my Bella Herman Health Tip." But
Hey, it's still accurate, at least most of it anyway.
I can still walk. I just gotta take it easy, but I can get on the stationary bike. And
Okay.
I did that for an hour yesterday, and I'm going to do it again today for a good long time.
There you go. So and you can always, do arm day.
Got to get your exercise in.
Yeah, absolutely. No matter what's happening. Anything else exciting? I mean, that's pretty exciting.
Well, it's a day of church. I had a church meeting at my church on Tuesday. Wednesday, we had our final Lenten dinner and church service. Thursday, I went to see the More Than a Man play at the First Baptist Church of Farmington. Friday, I was at St. Joe Catholic Church for the fish fry.
Delicious, the last one.
It was very good. And then today, here I am at the Desloge United Methodist Church. So if you how are you? This is called getting closer to God by going to church and eating functions. I'm about as close as you can get.
Yeah, totally cool. This week for me and the wife and the kids was about as hectic as they get. The wife's got Cinderella, the musical, going on right now, right across the street from the play you saw Thursday night.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's happening again tonight and tomorrow afternoon. So I've been helping out with that. Jonas, let's see, this week he had a band trip. His band got a 1 rating at district, so they get to take that home. And then robots yesterday at St. Louis University, while James was at Mineral Area College for their annual science fair.
Well, that's where I will be tonight for the Rotary Club mouse races.
Ooh, man. So all kinds of stuff. And then my class, BKTV, the big project of the year is the lip dub. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Is that where they take your lips and they make them bigger?
Yeah, they're just big giant lips. No, it's a lip syncing video with about 30 different seniors, and they're lip syncing their favorite songs walking through Farmington High School. And my class films it, edits it, and puts it on YouTube all in one day. And it's always the last day before spring break.
Good for them.
That's what we did yesterday. They did an amazing job, start to finish. It was fantastic. Very busy week at the Lowry House, but things are about to get super smooth. Spring break is underway for me, although I got to help out with the play tonight and tomorrow. And then I'm off school until April 7th.
Yes, and we also want to send our best out to Chad.
Yes.
Rich. Yeah, keep fighting, buddy. Keep fighting. And you've got this. You've got this.
We're at the Help the Hungry Bake Sale here at the First Baptist Church in Desloge. Breakfast is underway. There's a nice-looking line. You can come in, get yourself some breakfast for $5. I think somebody's going to bring us some breakfast here in a minute.
Darn the bad luck.
I'm assuming, but we want to make sure that all the folks waiting in line get taken care of first. Bake sale starts at 9 o'clock. They have bidding on gift cards. That closes at 11. And the Pastor Cake Auction, the big featured event of the day, is at 11:45.
That's a Jack Poston event.
Yes, absolutely. He'll take the microphone, and it'll go, go, go. Do you have any trivia for
I
us
do.
this morning? What do you got?
Baseball season has officially
How about them
opened
Cardinals?
up. That was a great game. I watched most of that.
Wow.
It was 7-1, and I thought, boy, it's going to be a long year. And then it was 7-2, 7-4, 7-7, and then got the big home run from Alec Burleson, and it was just a fun game to watch for sure. But anyway, we've got a baseball theme for our trivia.
Okay.
What was the last year the St. Louis Cardinals made the playoffs?
2000 and Albert's last year. Let's see, this is 26, 25, 2023.
2022. You were close.
22. Ah, crap. It's been
All
a
right.
year longer. Ugh.
Tony La Russa, what was his first year to manage the Cardinals, and how many years did he manage them
He
for?
came to the Cardinals in 96 and managed until 2011, so that would be 15 years.
You're half right.
What?
Your math is way off.
Oh.
It's 1996-16 season, so you weren't
16.
that far off.
Okay.
All right. How many World Series has the Cardinals won, and how many pennants have they won?
11 World Series. Ooh, pennants. 37.
37.
I don't know. Guess.
19 pennants.
Okay.
11 World Series is very good, though. Who was the last St. Louis Cardinals pitcher to win a Cy Young Award?
Ooh. Last Cardinal to win a Cy Young? Adam Wainwright should have won one. He came in second, I think, one year. Ooh, 80s Cardinals. I don't think any Cardinals in the 90s did. 80s, maybe. Tudor was good. He wasn't Cy Young.
Answer at home if you'd like.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll go Bob Gibson.
Bob Gibson is incorrect.
Oh.
The correct answer is Chris Carpenter in
Chris
2005.
Carpenter got one. That's right.
Yes. All right. And last but not least, the St. Louis Cardinals have won 11,360, maybe 4 games now, counting
one of these
the
number
game
questions.
on Friday. They are 4th all time. Name at least 2 of the 3 teams that have more wins than the Cardinals as a franchise.
Cincinnati Reds, New York Yankees.
Wrong and wrong.
Wrong and wrong.
It's not Dumb and Dumber, but it's
Okay.
wrong and wronger. The San Francisco Giants, believe it or not, are first, followed by the Dodgers, and then those dreaded Cubs. And the
Cubs have the most losses of all time, though.
Probably do. The Yankees, by the way, are 8th all time. I found that kind of surprising.
Well, they had a later start, I guess.
Well, all I know is they make up for it by having easily the most World Series wins.
Yeah, that is true. There you go. So that's your baseball trivia here this week on the Parkland podcast. Parkland Pharmacy cares for you. They care about you, and they have the small town pharmacy thing mastered. They know what they're doing when it comes to filling your prescriptions, but you can get that anywhere. It's the personal touch that they provide that really helps out when it comes to how they take care of you. And Parkland Pharmacy, I know, is the place that you go to, Mark, and because they always take great care of you.
They are. They're great people, great customer service. If you don't know exactly what you're doing when you go in, which is often the case with me wherever I go, but especially to a pharmacy, they have great professionals there that'll lead you right through it.
Parkland Pharmacy has locations in Desloge, Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, Piedmont, and Greenville. Missouri Department of Mental Health is currently hiring certified med techs for the SORTS program in Farmington. Starting pay $48,000 to $51,000 a year, and the benefits are generous, including a big retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. Hi, Sherry. Life, health, vision, and dental insurance are available. He's looking at his phone while I'm doing the work. No, he's looking ahead. Thank you. Again, you can get all these great benefits. Interested applicants should contact Human Resources, 218-6800. Southeast Missouri Mental Health, Mark, one of the best places to work in our area.
Yes, and they care about the community. They're not just they're not just there to perform a service. They give back to the community. Mr. Capayas, I know we deal with him quite a bit. I just want to say good morning to all the folks that work there. You are a staple in our community. You perform a great service, and we are lucky to have you here.
Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center, again, to apply for that MedTech job, 218-6800. Our friend of the program, local author John Fitz, The Age of Arthur series. He's having a book signing today. That's at Aesop's Treasury in Farmington, right behind Catfish Kettle. Have you been into their new location yet?
I've been right next door to it. I volunteer at the food pantry once a week, so I've been right next to it. I have not been in there since they opened up.
Yeah, well, today might be the best day to do it. John Fitz will be there signing his new book from 1 until 3 o'clock. And if you can't make it today, he's also going to be at the Farmington Library April 18th from 11 to 3 p.m. John Fitz, local author at Aesop Treasury today.
John is very understanding. We were talking about his book the other day, and I told him I hadn't started it because I've been doing this 90-day Bible challenge. And I said, as soon as I'm done reading the Bible, I am going to start on your book. And I just started the book of Revelations yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So I'm almost done.
Almost done. So I guess the goal was to finish by Easter?
Well, it was a 90-day challenge, and it was put out by Ashley Grindstaff. Good morning, Ashley. She's going to be on the hopefully on the podcast. They've got a big fundraiser coming up in May.
Ooh, cool.
So, but anyway, I don't know if it was tied in with Easter or not. I just know that as much as I've learned from reading it, I'll be glad when it's over, too. That's a lot to read in 90 days.
Yeah. So check out John Fitz today at Aesop's in Farmington from 1 to 3. Mark Cook Financial is one of our newest sponsors. He does a little bit of everything for you at Cook Financial LLC. Building wealth, preparing for retirement, safeguarding your assets. He can do it all with insurance as well. But the best thing to do, and we learned this last week when he came on the podcast, schedule a sit-down consultation with him. And he's a real honest guy, and he's going to walk you through what works best for you personally.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I've known Mark for, close to 30 years now. And one thing about Mark is he's not going to just take your money.
Yeah.
He's going to make sure you get the right advice and go in the right direction that's best for you. And he even said it last week when he was on the podcast with us. He goes, I'm not afraid to tell you what I can do for you isn't the best for you, and he'll send you somewhere else. And I appreciate the heck out of that because a lot of people won't do that. They'll just say, we'll get you something. Yeah. And he cares about the community as well. Mark is involved in F3, of course, but he's also involved in not one but two churches because his wife Kelly works at the Methodist Church. Mark's a member of the Lutheran Church.
Oh, wow.
So he does, and he's also on CASA of the Parkland's board.
We're doing the Parkland podcast on Facebook and YouTube right now.
He's just very involved in the community and a great guy.
Mark Cook Financial, 427 West Karsh Boulevard in Farmington, 664-1032. First State Community Bank, FSCB.com is the website, and that's the official bank of the Parkland podcast. First State Community Bank offers all the things that you need to keep your finances together. FSCB.com, member FDIC, and of course they love us in the community as well.
Yes. Oh, man, I love First State Community Bank. We've got Kristen Ben Scooter's going to be joining us in April to talk about some of the different things that the bank is involved in. And that might take the whole podcast, to be honest with you, because they are involved in so many things. So good morning to you, Kristen, and Tanya Thomas, and Andy Buchanan, and Craig Sutherland, and all the other folks that I deal with at First State Community Bank. You guys are awesome in the community, and you provide every single financial service somebody could need or want.
First State Community Bank, FSCB.com. Find them online. Quick break when we come back.
Well, before we do that, we got to send a shout out to Dylan Vogelsang, who is watching this morning. He says, instead of feed my sheep, it's feed Jason and Mark.
Ooh, I like
Everybody's a comedian.
I like how he thinks. Fantastic. Good morning, Dylan. Good morning to everybody else watching on Facebook and YouTube this morning. We are broadcasting live We are broadcasting from the Feed My Sheep Bake Sale here from the
Come
First
join
Baptist
us.
Church in Desloge. Yep, starts at 9 o'clock. We'll be right back. It's the Parkland Podcast here on YouTube and Facebook Live.
Strong schools build strong communities. That's why Vanessa Pegram is running for the Farmington R7 School Board. 20 years ago, Vanessa and her husband chose Farmington as the place to raise their family. They fell in love with this small, thriving town, and today, their 2 children attend Farmington High School. With experience in public service and a background as a computer programmer, Vanessa brings thoughtful, data-driven leadership to the board. She believes student success comes first. Teachers deserve real support, and families deserve transparency. Vanessa Pegram is committed to ensuring every student flourishes and every teacher is valued. Vote for Vanessa Pegram for Farmington School Board in the April 7th election. Paid for by candidate.
John Fitz, local author of the Age of Arthur series, will have a book signing at Aesop's Treasury in Farmington on Saturday, March 28th from 1 to 3 p.m. And then also at the Farmington Public Library, April 18th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Read the Age of Arthur series, available everywhere books are sold. And see author John Fitz at Aesop's Treasury in Farmington, Saturday, March 28th from 1 to 3 o'clock.
Back on the Parkland Podcast, it's 8:21. Time to check your latest news. The city of Farmington providing more details about the Farmington Crossing development. The 28-acre shopping center will house businesses like Academy Sports and Burlington. Several news outlets are reporting that Target will be the anchor business, although the city of Farmington is yet to confirm the retail giant is coming to our area.
It's going to be a huge development once it is all here. Things continue to happen for the United Way of St. Francis County. They have just wrapped up their Live United Week and received a number of donations from the community. If you would like to make a donation, it is not too late. You can go to the Facebook page or website or just get in contact with any United Way of St. Francis County Board of Directors member. Also, on April 9th, they will be interviewing candidates for the new not the new executive director spot, to be the new executive director. And if you are a not-for-profit agency and you want to apply for funding from the United Way, you have just a couple of more days left to do so. The deadline to file that grant application is the end of this month.
Farmington Police sent a release involving an incident they were involved in this past Thursday. Farmington officers attempted to stop a white Ford dually reported as stolen out of Bonne Terre. Officers attempted to stop the vehicle on Woodlawn Drive at Bray Road. Officers engaged in a pursuit after the stolen vehicle failed to yield. St. Francis County deputies assisted. A 14-mile pursuit went on and ended at Penville Road. The driver was taken into custody after a brief standoff. The 55-year-old white male of St. Louis was taken into custody and transported to the St. Francis County Jail for vehicle theft, numerous traffic charges, and resisting arrest. And that was a press release sent to us by the city of Farmington. Gas Buddy says, good luck. Good morning, ladies. Gas Buddy says good luck right now.
Yeah, it's gas prices are still too high. They've gone down just a slight bit, but they are definitely still on the higher level. $3.56 a gallon in Desloge as we drove into town today. It was $3.64, I believe, in Farmington at certain gas stations, just to give you an example of the way too high gas prices that we do have.
Weather forecast, man, we had some hot days this week, and right now we're technically under a freeze warning still.
Yeah, we have all 4 seasons all in 1 week for sure, but we'll have sunshine. This is great weather to come to feed my sheep in Desloge because it's a little too cool to do things outside. You do all your inside stuff here, support the food pantry, support great causes, and then by the time you get done, this afternoon rolls around, it'll be pushing 60 degrees. Tomorrow we're going to get into the upper 60s and then back to 80 on Monday and Tuesday. Maybe a little rain come Tuesday as well. So warmer weather on the way.
Right now it's 35 degrees. Quick break. We'll do our events. We got interviews lining up, Mark.
Yes.
Lots of people to talk to here. We're at the Help the Hungry Bake Sale, and we'll get to our guest here in just a little bit on the Parkland Podcast.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Let's do your events now. They're powered by Discover Farmington more than you ever imagined. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com allows you to find out more about dining, entertainment, outdoor activities, wineries, and more.
The Life Center for Independent Living has a big Easter egg hunt and jelly bean jamboree going on today, starting at 10 o'clock at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Farmington. And we might as well throw in their rock and roll bingo, which is coming up on April 18th at the Farmington Elks Lodge.
Farmington High School Theater Guild presents Cinderella the Musical now through March 29th, tonight and tomorrow afternoon at Truman Auditorium in Farmington.
More Than Just a Man, the Easter musical at the First Baptist Church of Farmington is going on through the 29th. It gets a 4 stars out of 4 rating from me. It was really, really good.
Pancake breakfast with the Easter Bunny is happening right now until 10:30 this morning at the Memorial United Methodist Church in Farmington.
That's being put on by the Farmington Kiwanis Club. I was asked twice if I was going to be there because I've hit it the past couple of years, but I'm podcasting today, but I told them we would mention that. So Julie Berghaus, enjoy your pancakes, and Miss Mandy Farrell, enjoy your day today. It's the Feed My Sheep bake sale going on right now. They're serving up breakfast. Boy, if we could just flip that camera around, we could see all the people that are here. We've got a room full of people, and then all the fun really will start around 9 o'clock. There's going to be gift cards, gift baskets, a bake sale, a silent auction, and so a pastor's cake auction, and so much more.
Yeah, David Shaw was our visual engineer a while ago. We lost him. He could probably do a quick pan around.
Got to give him credit.
Oh,
though.
yeah, absolutely.
He knows how to turn a camera.
There's a dodgeball tournament happening right now until noon, put on by the St. Francis County Mental Health Board Youth Coalition. That's happening at Farmington High School.
Local author John Fitz will be signing his book series, The Age of Arthur, at Aesop's Treasury, which is where the Farmington Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry is. New location, that'll be at 1 o'clock today.
St. Francis County Rotary Club mouse races. Mark is mouse number 4, and he's going to race starting tonight, 6 o'clock, doors open at the Mac Tech Center.
All the fun will start at 7 o'clock. Everybody's welcome to attend. Molly Healy, I'm sad this is the last time
I know
we get to promote the looping violinist and singer-songwriter. She's performing tonight at the Mac Theater.
We also have ventriloquist Todd Oliver and Friends. That's tonight, 7 o'clock at the First State Community Bank Center.
Spring Market Day at the Farmington Coliseum tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock.
Boost Women's Conference presented by the Farmington Regional Chamber of Commerce, March 31st, 8 to 10 a.m. at the Mac Tech Center.
By the way, the Chamber is looking for someone to take the place of Emily Hulsey, who is stepping away from her position with the Chamber. So if you're interested in that, contact Candy Henty at the Chamber office. There's a big Easter egg hunt coming up on April 1st. No fooling. At Desloge Park starting at 4 o'clock.
Farmington Bluegrass Concert Series, Stringed Union, performing April 10th, 7 o'clock at Long Hall.
Thank you, Kristen White, for keeping us up to date with so many things going on around the area. The SEMO Family Violence Council Spring Trivia Night, I think I'm playing in that. It's
Are you?
April 10th at 7 o'clock at St. Paul Lutheran School Gym.
April 11th, Autos for Autism. We're going to find out more about that coming up here next here.
We're going to save all the hard questions for Luann Hornerkamp.
Yeah, absolutely.
She brought her. We won't ask her too many hard questions because she brought her hired muscle in with her today. So we'll have to be careful about that. The 27th annual St. Francis County Health and Resource Expo at the Weber Road facility is April 11th from 8 to noon. Always a good event.
Local author John Fitz will have another book signing. This one is going to be at the Farmington Public Library. That's April 18th from 11 until 3.
The Farmington Flower Walk, downtown Farmington, April 25th from 10 to 4.
And the Farmington Bluegrass Concert Series Greer Company performing May 1st, 7 o'clock at Long Hall. That is your events, and they're powered by Discover Farmington more than you ever imagined. Find out about local events, even book a wedding or day trip today at discoverfarmingtonmo.com. 8:31, 33 degrees. We will check your sports next.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Adam Redeker is the proud father of 3 daughters and a graduate of the Central School District, just like his wife Danielle. Now he's running for the Central School Board to give back to the community that shaped his family. Adam isn't running with a political agenda. He simply wants to strengthen the district and ensure the school board serves its true purpose, providing balance, accountability, and strong support for administrators. His priority is clear. Every decision should be made in the best interest of students. Adam Redeker believes in transparency because families and district employees deserve to understand how and why major decisions are made. Vote Adam Redeker for Central School Board. Paid for by candidates.
Quick check of sports here on this Saturday morning. Let's start with MAC basketball. A historic season, unfortunately, came to an end earlier than they wanted.
They lost 77-71. Our on-the-scene reporter, Brian Coker, gave me a recap of the game, and he says we just didn't play our best game. We could have won. We could have beaten them. The team that won, Monroe, they went on to play, and I can't remember the name of the school, but Greg Heyer, the former coach, it was the school he's at right now, and I think he said they took him to overtime. And that tournament, I think, is wrapping up today. So congratulations to the MAC men and women on good seasons.
Yeah, let's switch now to high school baseball from yesterday. Valley Catholic splits a pair. They defeat Mansfield 12-0 and lose to Willard 10-2.
Everybody talks about the Valley Catholic football team, and rightly so, but that baseball team's had a lot of success over the years, too. Kingston beat Steelville 9-7. It was Arcadia Valley shutting out by Burnham 14-0.
Farmington tough loss to Scott City. The Rams win that one 10-3, and St. Vincent outslugs Fredericktown 10-2.
Let's turn to softball, where Kennett took care of the MAAA schools, beating Central 5-4 and shutting out Potosi 15-0.
Ellington a win over Arcadia Valley 7-5, and the Grandview Lady Eagles double up Kingston 16-8.
No basketball today. That season's over, but baseball, the MAC men are 18-13. They play a doubleheader at Jeffco today.
And the MAC women's softball team, 19-17 on the year. They play a doubleheader at home against West Plains today. So that's your local sports here on the Parkland Podcast. We're going to talk about Autos for Autism coming up next. You're watching the Parkland Podcast on this Saturday morning on Facebook and YouTube.
Your future deserves more than guesswork. It deserves a plan. At Cook Financial LLC, we provide personalized financial planning tailored to your goals, from investment strategies to retirement planning. And we don't stop there. We also offer personalized and commercial insurance solutions designed to protect what matters most: your family, your business, and your legacy. Whether you're building wealth, preparing for retirement, or safeguarding your assets, we're here with personalized guidance. Call 573-664-1032 to schedule your personal consultation. Planning today for a more confident future. Cook Financial, located at 427 West Karst Boulevard in Farmington. All securities offered through Money Concepts Capital Corporation, member FINRA, SIPC. Cook Financial, LLC is an independent firm not affiliated with Money Concepts Capital Corporation.
Stephanie Cabrera is a lifelong member of the Farmington community and a proud graduate of the Farmington R7 School District. She's experienced our schools from every angle, as a student, a district employee, and now as a parent of 3, including 1 graduate and 2 current students. Stephanie believes in the strength of our schools and the dedicated people who make them thrive. She's running for school board to bring a steady, thoughtful voice focused on safe, strong schools and doing what's best for every child. Vote Stephanie Cabrera for Farmington School Board. Paid for by candidate.
Checking out baby pictures here at the Feed My Sheep bake sale. Getting ready to find out more about some events coming up with Autos for Autism. Oh, yeah, that's cute. That's a cute baby there. We have David Luann Hornerkamp joining us this morning. Good morning. Thanks for coming to Desloge to talk to us today.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
So would you rather talk about Autos for Autism or those babies?
Oh, that's a tough call. I think probably Autos for Autism.
Just for this
Yeah.
morning. Next week or
Yes.
next time, we'll get the babies in there.
Yes.
So let's, I guess we'll work chronologically, event-wise. Autos for Autism is coming back. This thing has just been so huge since you started it. When's it going to happen this year, and what can people expect?
Sure. So the first thing that we have is going to be our car show. That's going to be April 11th at the Memorial Methodist Church on their parking lot. And you definitely want to get there early. We had so many people last year that they were actually parking on the grass.
Oh, wow.
So you want to make sure get there. We'll start it at 10. That'll be the judging. And it'll go, you have to be registered by noon if you want to be eligible for the trophies. So definitely make sure that you're there by then. And we're going to have things like concessions. We're working on getting some face painting. It's just a lot of fun. It's free for spectators, and it's $25 if you have that special car that you want to bring and show. So there'll be 8 different categories that'll have trophies. And it really is just a lot of fun. And that kicks off our Autos for Autism our whole month. We're really focusing on autism awareness and autism inclusion and acceptance, and so these are the 2 events that keep us going.
You know, we'll talk more about Autos for Autism and all that here coming up, but the history of Dress to Impress and how you got your start, it's a pretty amazing story. Kind of take us through the timeline of how you came up with the idea and how it worked its way to where you are today.
Sure. So I have 2 godsons who are on the autism spectrum, Garrett and Morgan. They're Jessica's 2 boys. And we had read a story in a Parade magazine about a young girl with autism who was aging out of school, and there were 0 resources available for her. So that started us kind of thinking, what can we do? Really, God put it on my heart. It wasn't something I came up with. To do something for Garrett and Morgan, but also for those who are in the same situation. And so we started researching what that would look like and what we could do to maybe help that population. And we ended up with a resale store that's Dress to Impress. It's in downtown Farmington. And that actually is our first training platform where they're able to learn how to wash, dry, steam, tag the clothes, customer service. They're able to learn what it's like to clock in on a regular basis. They learn, we have classes that teach them why it's important to work, what's appropriate to do at work, what's appropriate to say at work, how to ask for help at work. All of those things that maybe they have difficulty in with those social skills, and so we're helping teach them those social skills to boost that opportunity for them to become gainfully employed.
And you've got your husband Dave here. Dave, I
I
guess
forgot how deep Dave's voice was too until he said hello.
I know he sounds like a late night radio announcer.
I know, right?
It's like, hey, coming up next, Marvin Gaye here on Spinning the Tunes. But your job title with all this, you're a whatever needs to be done guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So co-founder and basically the muscle. Pick that up, move it over here. Let's get the fundraiser ready to go. Type
Fix
thing.
this, do that.
Yes. Yeah, it's been a huge blessing, and the building we're in is a historic building, very fun place to be. It was Dyke's Drug when I was growing up, and you could go in there and get a cold soda, and so it's just got a lot of good memories. And there are people who have their living places upstairs, some apartments upstairs. It's in downtown Farmington, which is great. Louisiana's been able to take the kids and experience life, go to the bank, post office, and just see what it's like to just live their life outside of their home and with autism. And it's just been an eye-opener, and a lot of things I wish that I had enjoyed when I was a kid, because she does a training too called Peers, and to make and maintain friendships is combating the suicide rate that's high among individuals with autism, because they're so disconnected and they feel like
Isolated.
such a misfit, and they aren't.
Not at all.
But it was found by UCLA. It's statistically proven that it works. She teaches them everything from dating, which can be a fun lesson, and they come in and it's generally free. It's supplemented by a grant, and they invest a little bit, but definitely not what it would cost if you went somewhere to a bigger city. It's been a huge blessing, and every time she's able to do it, a couple times a year, different age groups, I think it's definitely blessed them, and definitely with the bullying and just feeling out of touch and not really knowing how to make good friendships and even have a gathering and just hang out together, which a lot of the stuff she taught, I'm like, I wish I knew some of that when I was a kid.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it just helps them tremendously.
And I know from personal experience, if you got a high schooler that has maybe like a big fancy event coming up that they need to look nice for, the resale shop is a great resource. You guys have a lot of cool selections there for this coming up.
We really do. So the community has been amazing in bringing all of the donations. That was one of the main concerns we had as a board as we started this, was would we have enough quality clothing coming in as donations? We have more than we could ever imagine. Like, it is unbelievable. And the quality of stuff that comes in, so many things that are new with tags, and it really has just been a blessing to see the community come forth and bring all of those donations.
Can I put out a call for size 38-29 pants? Because that's what I always ask for when I go in there.
You hear that, size 38-29 pants from Mark Toady.
Yes, because I'm thick in the waist and slim in the legs. Honestly, and it's come full circle for me, because when you opened up, that's the only place I go to get my clothes, and now that I'm semi-retired, I'm bringing a lot of them back so you can reuse them for somebody else.
Yes, you are.
I no longer need 47 pairs of pants anymore.
That is correct, yeah. And that's what a lot of people do when they retire from a job where they had to dress professionally, and they're not doing that any longer, then they'll just bring us loads and loads and loads of clothes. So we're very blessed in that.
But let's,
so definitely with prom coming up, we definitely have things that will help if you're just needing a suit, if you're needing ties, if you're needing dress shoes, and then we also have the formal wear for the girls. So definitely check us out first.
well, let's go back now to Autos for Autism. What else do folks need to know about that?
Okay, so the drag race is our main event, and that's our biggest fundraiser of each year. The gates will open at 10. It's April 25th. The gates will open at 10, and racing will start at noon. There is a $15 entry fee for spectators, and if you're 12 and under, that's free, so you don't have to worry about the kids. And then that does not include the racing fees, so the racing fees will all be separate. And if you want to check that out, you can check on our Facebook page, Autos for Autism. So the drag race is an all-day event. It's fast cars, great people, and just lots of excitement. And Mark can testify it's really, really loud.
Yeah.
It's very loud.
Really loud, but it is so much fun, and it really is just contagious. The excitement that people have when they're there, and we will also be raffling off a ride down the track with Missouri Farm Truck again. Yeah, we've done that twice, and it's been a huge success. So he brings it up off the ground and everything. It's pretty exciting. I want to ride in it, but maybe I can get a side ride or something. I don't know. But it really is just something for the whole family to come and enjoy, and just come and hang out with us for the day. It is just a lot of fun.
And where's this taking place at again?
That's at the Bonne Terre Drag Strip.
Where it's been every
with
year.
new owners, everything's kind of stayed the same.
There is. So Jeremy and Carrie are the new owners, and they have been fantastic to work with. We had them last year, and it was a huge success last year, and we're just looking forward to another great year again this year.
It's always a lot of fun. The car show, it's a little more laid back.
It is definitely more laid back. Yeah.
But it is fun, and when I think one thing I'd like to always stress when you go to a car show, don't be afraid to ask the owners of the vehicles questions about their cars.
Oh, they love to talk about their cars, and they want to tell you the story about how they got it and how they restored it and how much it cost. And, they love to talk about their cars. So, yeah, don't be afraid to talk to the owners. They love it. That's why they come.
And I would imagine you're going to have lots of information available about Visions of Hope there.
Yes, we will have a little table set up that'll share information about our training program, about our peers program, and about our store, but all of the programs that we're able to offer to the community to help those teens and adults with autism and those who are just looking for a great deal on clothing.
Fantastic. Website, Facebook page.
Hope4autism.org. And you can reach me by email at luann@hope4autism.org. You can call us 573-664-1711, or you can drop by the store. That's probably the easiest way. That's at 117 East Columbia Street in downtown Farmington.
And how are those twins doing?
The twins are amazing. We are just having the best time with them, and the 3-year-old loves them, and so we weren't sure how that would go. But he's pretty excited to have them, except when they're both crying at the same time.
Thanks so much for coming on this morning.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us.
One thing I wanted to add and feel like the idea is just freedom, the freedom that we've enjoyed. Luann from being a little girl and me from 1993, we just have experienced freedom. And this whole thing is an expression of that freedom. It's our faith on display. We want God's love to show through us, but also for us to reach out to the community and see that happen. And for that to happen, we believe that as Luann as a little girl did, and just accepting that she's a masterpiece and that God loves her, that we can share that to the community. And we also believe that these are answers to prayers. Luann was a special ed teacher, and she felt like God called her to do this. So she had to step away from a very secure and successful career as a special educator. She did that for 13 years, and it was a leap of faith for her and our friend Jessica as well, who worked for Centene and had a pretty good job. So please pray so much. We covet those prayers. We ask for a blanket of prayers for safety at the track, for a good day in Farmington at the Methodist Church, for the car show. And we just ask that of you, most of all. Just pray for us. Pray for the outreach. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Dave and Luann Horner Camp joining us again. Autos for Autism coming up on April the 11th. Quick break. We got some more guests coming.
Trivia!
It's the Parkland podcast here on Facebook and YouTube Live. Thanks for watching.
The Missouri Department of Mental Health is currently hiring certified med techs for the Sorts Farmington location. Starting pay is $48,000 to $51,000 annually. Benefits include a generous retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. Life, health, vision, and dental insurance are also available. Interested applicants should contact Human Resources at 573-218-6800. That's 573-218-6800. The Missouri Department of Mental Health is an equal opportunity employer.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Strong schools build strong communities. That's why Vanessa Pegram is running for the Farmington R7 School Board. 20 years ago, Vanessa and her husband chose Farmington as the place to raise their family. They fell in love with this small, thriving town, and today their 2 children attend Farmington High School. With experience in public service and a background as a computer programmer, Vanessa brings thoughtful, data-driven leadership to the board. She believes student success comes first, teachers deserve real support, and families deserve transparency. Vanessa Pegram is committed to ensuring every student flourishes and every teacher is valued. Vote for Vanessa Pegram for Farmington School Board in the April 7th election. Paid for by candidate.
Back at Feed My Sheep bake sale here on the Parkland podcast. I'm getting a little worried, Mark. I think they stopped selling breakfast in 7 minutes, and I've yet to see a breakfast plate. I have a $20 bill, but nobody's ready to take my money yet, I guess.
If you're offering money, I have a son right there.
You have a son right there?
Might get you a
Hey,
plate.
can you go get us 2 plates before they run out? That would be awesome.
But
What's your
do you
son's
want
name?
the option number 1 or the option number 2?
I want 1 biscuit and gravy and 1 egg. I think you want the same thing, right, Mark?
Yes.
All right.
And water.
And water, yeah.
So 2
Get us
number
the same
2s.
thing. Two number 2s.
Look at that.
With
Now, who's your son there?
My son. I only have 1.
What is his name?
Garrett.
Garrett. All right.
Garrett graduated from Cape SEMO last May with
Oh, wow.
his degree in history and is struggling with finding a job. He's
Really?
going to have to leave the area, basically, is what this boils down to.
Which you're not happy about.
Well, I'll be happy when he moves out of my house. Because that's 3 grown people and 1,100 square feet. But he wants to work in archives or museum work, stuff like that.
Really?
And
Okay.
we have some here, but you know, there's options in bigger cities. So.
Yeah, probably a few more.
Yeah. So right now he works at a Kids and Company, a daycare in Farmington.
Oh,
And
wow.
full-time almost, so he's saving his dollars to...
Saving his dollars. And
Yeah.
he's gonna spend those dollars.
Well, I would tell him to keep the change as a tip, but it's Jason's money, so I better not.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
There's my aunt.
Your aunt's here too. About to say you got a lot of family, I'm sure.
Just her.
It's like, oh, just her?
Yeah.
We had your dad on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you know, he lives right up behind here now.
Oh, does he?
He just moved again last year. He said, I'm done moving. This time, they'll just wheel me down
We'll be down to
Bouyers.
Bouyers. Yeah,
Yep.
Is he uphill from it? So they
Yep.
Oh, well,
You
that's
just let it
wise.
go. And yep.
Yeah.
Stephanie is with the Southeast Missouri Family Violence Council. I'm not sure we...
We didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
say that.
said
We just
that,
assumed
yeah.
they knew who I was.
Yes, Stephanie Bennett, our guest, and she has a big trivia night for her organization coming up in less than a month.
April 10th.
Yeah.
April 10th. We have a different date this year, so we don't have to fight with the parking. And, you know, that was always an issue in the past. We need to let the fish eaters eat their fish at the Catholic.
Oh.
And then we move our trivia night a month back. And then, here's your
Here we
food.
go. Yay.
Oh, my.
Yes. I guess they were out of eggs, I guess.
What's that?
They were out of eggs.
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh, that's okay.
Well,
You waited too late.
Waited too late.
Hey, they need to eat with forks, too.
Oh, hey.
there you go.
Hey.
all right. Now, what was our server's name here?
This is Garrett Bennett.
Garrett, thank you very much.
Yes.
Garrett.
He is the
If you own a museum, Garrett needs a job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something in archives would be good. Yes.
Yes.
Or restoration, whatever.
Or something that pays.
Something that pays. Something with benefits would be a good, yeah. So anyway, April 10th, St. Paul Lutheran School there in downtown Farmington.
Location.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very big. We have plenty of space. We have a good MC.
Who's emceeing this year?
You know her. She's been doing it for years. Myself.
We do have a good MC.
The one, the only. Yes. So it's $20 a person, but that does include your dinner, your non-alcoholic drinks.
And what a dinner it is.
Yeah, this year is walking tacos and all the fixins, and then a pizza. Mixture of maybe Little Caesars, and I think maybe a couple emos are thrown in there.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
And the trivia is fun. Is there a theme this year at all?
There is really not. So that used to be our St. Patrick's Day trivia, even though we didn't really do anything with St. Patrick's Day. People just would dress up and such. And now it's kind of just a spring theme, whatever you want to do. I'm still in the middle of writing the questions. I was just got done telling Mr. Poston that it's 20 years of writing these it's weighing on the brain.
Yeah, but you've had some really fun categories. Is there anything that's come to you recently? You're like, oh my gosh, that'd be a perfect category.
No, they usually come to me just as I'm just like, you're ready to type. And I'm like, because if you think about it, if you say, I'm going to do a category with all songs that have colors in the title. Okay, here we go. Or movies that have numbers, the numbers that, in the title or something.
You're not giving anything away because I am playing in this trivia.
I'm not giving anything away, yeah.
I'm making mental notes here.
It's. I'll tell you, Mr. Poston told me that he said that their team really, really enjoys ours, and if there's 100 going on in a night, they usually say they want to go to ours because it is so much fun.
It is a fun trivia. I've played in it 2 or 3. I've emceed it actually.
Yes.
I think Jason has in the past.
You want to do it again this year, Jason?
I'd have to check my schedule. I remember one time my van broke down coming to it when it was up at the
Stone Park.
At Stone Park, and somehow somebody picked me up and they picked up the equipment and everything, and I mean we didn't miss a beat.
We will not let you it's just been me because it is hard to get people with a free schedule, especially our October one that falls right in the football season. I mean, if you want, you could have all the walking taco you want.
You still have that scoop?
The scoop?
I don't know. One year, and this was back when it was at the VFW in Bonne Terre.
Oh.
They had, somehow you guys convinced Taco Bell to donate a big thing of meat, and they had this scoop that came with it, and it was the same size as a Taco Bell taco, and you just went bloop, bloop. It was amazing.
I have, and it's because how many trivias have I been through? If I've been there for 21 years, 2 trivia nights a year, so.
They all kind of run together.
But and Carla would be so mad at me because every interview after that was the first thing out of my mouth.
You wanted to talk about the scoop?
I want to talk about the scoop from Taco Bell because that was so good. But and that was, I don't know, that was probably 07, 08, probably somewhere around in there.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was a while. They all do kind of run together.
Right.
And there are some that stick out more than others. And we've moved locations many of times. So we've been at St. Paul. They're
for a while.
Very accommodating, lots of room, good parking.
It's a great church.
It is. That's where
I go.
That's where my son goes.
That's where I go too. So great minds think alike.
Yeah. He went when he was living in Cape. He was going down there, but now that he came back up here, he kind of mixes it up between that one and Trinity Lutheran.
Well, they just opened the doors.
Garrett, cinnamon roll time. Go. No, you can wait. There's so much in there.
Now, is Garrett an early riser, or is this early for him?
Well, he's had a cold the last few days. He's not a super early riser, but we used to come here with my mom.
Okay.
And so when I told him where I was going, He said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, you know, where we used to walk and they had the free gym. And he's like, oh, okay. He said, well, they have cinnamon rolls? I said, well, I would imagine. They probably have almost anything in there. So he said, all right, let me get dressed. So here we are. Yes.
Your board. Got to give some credit to your board because a lot of the work that goes into trivia night is done by your board, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Our board, you know, it's a small but mighty crew. You know, we have people from every, county. We serve 5 counties: Madison, Iron, Washington, St. John, St. Francis. We have representatives from almost all those counties. They put together these fundraisers. They seek out the donations for the fundraisers. They're big supporters of us. They're a great boss because they're my boss. I'm a lot of people's boss, but they're my boss. So I do have to answer to them.
You've had a lot of people on the board for a long time too, haven't you?
Yeah, our current president, Travis Cruz, he's been there for quite a while. Thomas Reagan, our vice president, he's a pastor out of the state hospital. Not out of it like he was released from it, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Who else? We have a lot of new members. Alicia Sutton from here in Desloge is a new member. Lacey Vester with Probation and Parole is a new member. Larissa Mraz, she's a social worker for North County School District. She's a newer member. Cheryl Brennicky, she's been on there for a long time. Who am I forgetting? Jennifer Ballou, she's our representative from Madison County. She drives up in her little trusty Ford Ranger and comes to our meeting. So yeah, I mean, they're a good group of people. And with this trivia night, my whole goal too is to recognize our supporters and our round sponsors.
Yes.
So we have Willette Furniture in Bonne Terre.
They're a long-time supporter.
Yeah. And you know, if you think about, there's something probably you've never thought about. So in a shelter, you don't want to have mattresses that are regular plush like we have at home, because there's a lot of people that sleep on these, you know. So they help us with the company that we find our vinyl mattresses, you know, so they can be sanitized. So Willette's always helps us, or if I need new chairs for the group room or whatever. Yeah. Pit Stop in Ludington, always big supporters. And so is Dr. Clem, retired Dr. Clem. Century Laundry is probably one that a lot of people haven't heard about. They're mostly out of Jefferson County, but they, a few years ago, we got tired of buying the big box store washer and dryers because they weren't holding up. And so we got with this company, we got a small grant, and we have what you would see now in a laundromat. So we have 2 big industrial washers, 2 big industrial dryers, and Century Laundry is, I mean, they're fabulous. Anytime we have a little snag with them, they come down, get us back in track.
How many loads of laundry do you do a week?
Well, so there's 8 bedrooms, and each room has an assigned day, which I've threatened to do in my own home because there's 3 people trying to do laundry. But, so you might have, so there's, you know, you have the north end of the building and the south end of the building. So there's 2 washers, there's 2 dryers. So maybe like bedroom number 1 and bedroom number 4 go on Monday.
Yeah.
Bedroom number, you know, so just go like that. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday are free days. You also have our outreach clients that will come in and do their laundry too. So if you don't make it through the week, then there are the free days, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday that you can come. But there's a lot of we go through a lot of laundry soap.
Stephanie, we assume that everybody knows about the mission of the Southeast Missouri Family Violence Council, but some don't. So why don't you explain what you do?
Oh, sure. We're a local nonprofit who offer free alternatives, basically, to living in an abusive life, whether it be sexual violence or domestic violence, family violence. I think a lot of people just think we have a shelter, so we do offer a 32-bed emergency shelter, but we also offer outreach services. We offer court advocacy services, so that's helping you get your orders of protection, go into court with you, being that support system. We have our outreach advocate works with either those that maybe lived in the shelter and have moved out now, and still need our support, or not everybody needs shelter. They may have somewhere to stay, but they still want the support of the agency. They come to support groups, life skills groups, that stuff. We have sexual assault advocates, so they're responding to the 5 counties, to the hospitals if there is a rape or a sexual assault and then the victim does come to the ER and they want an advocate. We do that. We do a lot of community education. We do stuff in the schools. It's just it's a lot.
October's a big month for you, isn't it?
Domestic Violence Awareness Month, yeah. That's when we have our other fundraiser, yeah. And we also try to go around to the different courthouses and hospitals and basically anywhere where people are serving people. You don't want anybody to fall in the cracks.
And we think women, but you also have children there too.
Children, and our services are available to men. We don't have men in our actual emergency shelter, but our court advocate has helped men in that aspect. We've had men in our outreach program. We do a lot of advocacy with the incarcerated males at the local prisons when there's been a sexual assault, and they need that support. So it's a little of each avenue. Yeah.
What's the biggest need? Oh, I'm sorry. Run down the rest of your sponsors.
Booyer and Sons.
Well, yeah.
Booyer and Son Funeral, ODAX for your drug testing. Reggie Williams, his alarm systems, they're who protect our agency. We have alarms on all our windows and doors. Country Kennels, it's a dog kenneling, but there's something you probably don't know about. It's called Red Rover. So when someone comes into shelter, we do allow pets as long as they're vetted and they're friendly.
Okay.
But if you have a dog that is not, or a cat that is, not, you throw it in that situation of all those people, it could sometimes not be good. So there's a program called Red Rover out of California, and they provide small grants that pay for kenneling while you're in shelter. So your dog can go to this Country Kennels. I think it's located outside of Farmington.
Yes.
And this Red Rover will pay for X amount of days, while you're in shelter. Farmington Martial Arts, they're a new one for us. We have one of our employees whose little girl does her jiu-jitsu or whatever that is there. I guess she's preparing to be an MMA fighter. I'm not quite sure. Jane Cook at our Art and Creativity Center, she's also on our board. That's where we have our meetings. And there are so many cool classes that are offered there at the Art and Creativity Center. Extreme Salon, Katie Baldwin, there in Park Hills. Paul Kane Concrete. Julie Weaver, who's actually Tracy's sister in Wyoming. She always supports us in all aspects.
That's great.
Julie Pratt at Belgrade Bank. Brandon Penberthy at Edward Jones. Hartman Pegram Attorneys, First State Community Bank, and Marler Towing. And that's just a small list because it's still early, so we'll have more.
How many people are staying at the shelter right now?
I think there was 14 women and 8 children the other day when we counted.
Capacity somewhere around
32.
Yeah.
32 beds, yeah.
I remember all this from our radio interviews.
See, you could have done this. Yeah.
Yeah, but people would rather hear from you.
They do, yeah. So
And you're always good with the banter. Like I could throw any kind of scenario.
It took
or
me a
question
while.
At you, but
that lady I was sitting with said, "Are you nervous?" And I was like, "No." She said, "You're not?" I'm like, I can remember probably my first 10 I was nervous.
Yeah, after that.
Now it's just...
I think I heard her say those guys aren't smart enough to ask hard questions. So.
Biggest need.
Biggest need, yes. What is
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Laundry soap and trash bags.
Okay.
And mops.
Okay.
Yeah. So people usually do, we have a lot of groups, they do supply drives for us. So we get a lot of soap, shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes. We don't get conditioner. People like to buy shampoo, not conditioner. Women need conditioner. Or as we called it back in the day, cream rinse.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
When I had hair.
When you had hair. Well, you could condition that beard.
That's true.
But when you think about the cleaning products and how much, that place is disinfecting constantly, because that's a lot of people. So any kind of bleach, we go through a lot of bleach, a lot of disinfectants, toilet paper, laundry soap. The trash bags we're almost buying weekly, so that's a big need. Bed pillows. When you come in, you're getting a new pillow. You don't want somebody's old crusty pillow they've drooled on.
As you have said many times in the past, if you use it at your home, we can use it at our
Need
place.
it too, yes. Yeah. So, I mean, those are big needs. Medicines, over-the-counter medicines, Tylenol, ibuprofen, even for kids. Children's medicine. Diapers, big size diapers.
Yeah, everybody gets the little ones, don't
they?
They
do. They love to get the little ones because I think they don't think about the bigger kids. And sometimes we have kids that have developmental disabilities that need the really bigger size diapers. So, and if we get a plethora of items, we do divvy it out. We go over to Monarch. We'll give them a bunch of our baby tiny diapers. The Pregnancy Resource Center over there. We give a lot of stuff to Ministerial Alliances. We pass it out because we do get a lot of donations, and although we need them weekly, people can only wear so much. So just because you had 15 bags of clothes last week, we don't have storage for that. So of course it's getting passed on to Ministerial Alliance, and then the next week we need more clothes. So.
Well, let's get back to trivia then. What do folks need to know about getting a team registered?
You could give us a call, 358-3913, and tell us that you're coming. How many? I think we have tables. It says it can fit 10, but that's not very comfortable. 8 is probably a better number.
Yeah, because if you have 10, you argue yourselves out of correct answers. I've seen that happen a million times.
Yeah.
And it's in the gym. It's not in the commons area. It's in the gym.
Correct. It is in the gym. We have silent auction items. We have 50-50. We give out door prizes.
Heads or tails?
Sometimes we play
that. If
that.
you got a quarter or not.
Well, and it depends on if the night's going. Sometimes the time frame. We try to get everybody out there by at least 10.
All right.
Because we're there till almost 11 cleaning up.
Can you register the day of?
Yeah, you can show up, but we try to get the food and all the goodies made up for the tables beforehand. So if you let us know you're coming, I can guarantee you're going to have food. If you don't tell me you're coming.
We're coming. We'll be there.
Did you let them know?
I have no idea. I'm not in charge of that.
He's not the captain.
You're not the captain of that ship.
I'm the sports and entertainment expert.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I have some entertainment. I've done some
very entertaining
70s stuff.
Okay, that's
right up your alley.
That's my wheelhouse, baby.
Stephanie, always good to see you. Thanks
Yes. My stomach's starting to growl, so I need to go in there.
Yeah, hopefully there's
find some goodies.
Well, how come they got it? No, I'm just kidding.
Special thanks to your son, Garrett. Thank you, Garrett.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
And he is available for hire.
Yes.
He needs an automobile, a place to live, a daily lunch stipend. Anything else we need to add to the list?
Well, benefits. Yeah,
health insurance.
He's got a bachelor's degree.
Mom says anything that'll get him out of the house. That's what he wants. He gets. So.
Yes, he wants it. He does want it. I mean, I enjoy having him there, but you at some point you're ready to fly. You don't want to be under your mama's. When I'm saying, "Do you work tomorrow? What do you want for dinner?"
Yeah.
So anyway,
he's over there going, "Whatever."
Yeah.
Stephanie Bennett, SEMO
Thanks,
Family
Stephanie.
Violence Council, always a pleasure.
Yep.
And have yourself a great day, young lady.
You guys do too.
All right.
Thank you.
It is 9:12 on this Saturday morning. We've warmed up to 35 degrees. We'll have more coming up from the Feed My Sheep bake sale right after this on the Parkland
If
podcast.
you want to go get.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Feed My Sheep bake sale happening right now here at the Big First Baptist Church in Desloge. 11:45 will be the pasture cake auction. Things will wrap up at noon. I've seen a lot of cakes and pies and goodies come out that door and out the back door here at Glen Destrawn. It looks like we're off to a successful start here today.
It does. A lot of goodies. I mean, there's so much good stuff in that room, and we still have plenty, and want everybody to come out and join us and get you some great dessert for Palm Sunday, or put it in the freezer and save it for Easter.
It really is a fun event, isn't it?
It is a fun event. I mean, breakfast started at 8 o'clock this morning, and by the way, if you haven't had breakfast, come and join us. We still have biscuits and gravy and scrambled eggs, and I believe two of the people I'm sitting next to has already ate some.
Yes.
Their plates are empty.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
We ate it during an interview too. It was very impressive. I mean, I turned my microphone down. I should have turned Mark's down at some point.
I'm a soft eater.
He scarfed that thing down, and I did not hear a single peep, even though he's got a mic right here.
He wasn't smacking then.
No, he wasn't.
My mama raised me right.
Your mama raised you right. Chew with your lips shut.
Boy, there's people walking out. Look at this lady coming out. It's a
Wow,
shame
she's
we
got a
can't-
big box.
She's got
Oh,
a box almost as big as she is.
Yeah. Boy, she did good filling up her box.
I'm telling you, I hope
So-
there's some left when we get done here so I can get in there.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh.
I hope I have enough money to pay for what you're...
Yeah, Glenda works as my liaison with the help with the bake sale. I come in, I put my bid on a lot of things, and then she'll pay for it, and then she'll track me down because she'll need the money.
And I'm good at tracking him down.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Because
you are.
when he's done, my wallet's usually empty, and it needs to be filled back up again.
Yeah, it's getting warm in here.
What time did you get here this morning to start making breakfast?
6:30.
Okay.
What time were you here till last night?
Oh, well, I came yesterday morning, afternoon, and worked. So I only worked here till about noonish, went home and made some more pies and cookies and came back again.
Now,
Then I left again.
Didn't you just come back from a trip?
My trip to Hawaii?
Yeah. When was
Yes.
that?
When was that?
Yes.
That was in February.
Okay.
So it's been a little bit, but now I'm planning a trip to Holland with
Wow.
my daughter, a
You
mother-daughter trip.
You get around.
You know what? I'm old. I need to before my feet don't work anymore.
I understand that.
So it's okay. So I'm going to go see the tulips.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm
Get some
excited.
paint while you're there too. Apparently, the Dutch are really good with paint. I've
Oh,
heard
really?
that. Yeah, I guess from
Well,
the tulips.
I was hoping to go to Belgium and get chocolate.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably a better
you don't-
option.
yeah,
paint-
chocolate.
paint's hard
Chocolate
to
beats
carry.
paint anytime.
Yeah. And we're going to go to the Van Gogh Museum
Oh,
so we
wow.
can see that too. So
So you've got the breakfast, you've got the pastor's cake auction, and you've got the silent.
Oh.
What's your favorite part of all this?
Oh, I love the pastor cake auction. It's amazing to see what our pastors can bake, because none of them are really bakers, but it's amazing what they come up with and do. So it's pretty exciting to go over there and look at all their cakes and everything that they can do and show their talent in the kitchen,
Yes.
besides being in the pulpit.
Yeah.
And they raise money, some of them year-round, for this, too, so they can have the... does the person that gets the most money get a special prize?
They get a little chef hat.
Yeah. That's half
For all
fun.
the work. Yep. A little chef hat.
little
It's all
bragging
good.
rights.
And bragging rights, yes. And we like bagging rights. You know, the churches do. So
Yes.
they work hard at getting that done, and we
And it-
sure enjoy that. So, yep. Although I enjoy cooking the breakfast, so that's okay, too.
How many food pantries are helped through this?
5.
5. Mm-hmm. And they're all on the northern edge of the county?
This is the northern edge of the county. Help the Hungry Youth gives the money to the 2 food pantries in Farmington, the southern, and then being we're in Park Hills, Desloge, Bismarck, and Bonterre, we supply the money. And it's done by percentages as to how much each food pantry serves. And so EMAA figures up the percentage and then tells us how we can divide our money up to the different food pantries, because we want to make sure the money gets distributed as needed.
How many people on your committee, roughly?
There is probably a good 25 of us.
Good deal.
Yes, but we're really in favor of some younger committee people.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, so if there's anybody out there looking to do some service work and wanting to get involved, we need some new, fresh, young ideas and younger feet.
Yeah, because you want this to continue long after all of us are gone. You want this still to be a good event.
Oh, yeah, because you want people to... They've been talking about someone's been cleaning out a house and they've been finding old pictures and going back and looking at that. So we need that here too, because Sherry Henderson is the best picture taker.
She is.
She's a good picture taker.
She's been hustling. She's posting now. She was hustling getting those pictures a while ago. Now she's posting.
Yeah. So
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
She is an amazing picture and posting it online. So I want people to look back in years to come that I'm still standing in the kitchen with a biscuit and gravy. So.
How many years has this been going on now?
Oh, you would ask that question.
I know it's been at least
we
10.
didn't do it during COVID.
Right.
So.
But you had it for a couple of years before that.
COVID, and then there was COVID, and then we got it going back up again.
Roughly
after
10
COVID.
years.
So somewhere in that area. Liz posting would be my years start to run together after a while.
I know that feeling.
I don't know how that happens, but the next thing you know, your grandkids are bigger, taller. I can't say older, but I do tell everybody I'm 26.
Yeah, that's fair.
You think that's fair?
I do.
My son tells me, Mom, you're lying. And I went, well, or we're older than you, Mom. I go, well, you need to learn how to lie.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not going to argue with the woman who can cook so many different foods so well.
Cajun chicken, lasagna.
Well, that and your chicken and dumplings are also really good, and numerous other things that you have made over the years that I have tried to participate in most all of them. So
yes, you're very good at it too.
Yes.
And we thank you for your money and your support.
Yes.
We like to empty your wallet too.
Glenda, are there any other events coming up that you're involved in, different fundraisers or things on the horizon?
Well, you know what? I don't think so at the moment. And there's another picture taker standing in front of us.
We love it. We love those pictures.
And I don't think...
Bring that food over here. Let's inspect it real quick.
Now Jason was...
So
don't get it too close. He'll eat it.
Turn around and hold it in front of the camera.
There we go. Perfect.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Becky. Yeah.
I think I'm going to have a little break for a little bit.
Okay.
So you can go to Holland.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go to Florida first.
Oh, well, hey.
I'm going down there to see my grandson play district volleyball, my 16-year-old grandson, and then my 12-year-old is playing tackle football, so we get to watch him too.
Great.
So we're headed down there April 21st.
Awesome. That's a good vacation.
Yeah, so a quickie vacation and come back home and repack and leave May 5th for Holland.
So we were talking to Lou Ann Hornerkamp earlier on, and her husband Dave was here, and we jokingly called him the do-everything guy. Your husband Will is kind of like the yes dear guy of this committee.
Yes dear guy.
Yes, he can. Well, yeah, he's over there selling Stony sticks from Perryville, so we have a bunch of those too that we're selling. So it's the teriyaki, the jalapeno cheddar, and the original is what we have left over there. So anybody that likes those Stony sticks from the Stony store and down in Perryville, come on by and grab those.
Trying to get Jackie Berry's attention to have her come over here.
Hey,
Jackie, come on over here.
And Jackie loves to talk.
She does. That's why she's the
Getting to her to
perfect
talk
podcast.
is not a problem. Stopping talking, that could be an issue.
Yes.
We'll let you get back to the kitchen, and we're going to have Jackie talk a little bit.
I can't follow you.
Oh, yeah, you can. You can go right ahead.
One of my favorite people in the whole wide world. You have not lived until you've had a berry brownie.
Oh, wow, that's true. But
yes.
You know what? I think everybody...
Jackie Berry, by the way. She got right into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's ready. She's ready.
I'm ready. All right, well, it's so fun today. There's so many people to see. I get to be a greeter.
And it's so much fun to see all the people that come in, and then also to watch them all come out with all these fun things that they're going to have for Easter next Sunday. And yes, I hope that someone's going to love those berry brownies that I'm fairly famous for, because I took them all the time for all the activities that my daughters were in. And actually, I think I've lost my touch a little bit, because I don't think they taste as much as well as they used to do, as good as they used to. Anyway, it's always fun to be with you guys.
We appreciate you
And
being here.
here I am following Glenda who can cook anything, bake anything.
She can do that.
Do anything, organize anything at the drop of a hat. Yeah.
Now, we're talking about a lifelong member of the United Way of St. Francis County Board of Directors.
That's right.
She predates me.
That is amazing. Yes, I do predate him by a little bit. But I was I still remember that I was so excited when Mark was going to get on, because I thought, wow, I've heard so many wonderful things about him, and I'm going to get to meet him. And
What a letdown it was.
Oh, no, he was even nicer than I'd heard. It was it's always been fun. And Jason was on with us for a while.
Yes.
He's got those kiddos at home and all these jobs, and people are always wanting him to do all these things. So it's hard, because we are worker bees on our United Way board, and we just we're a small board, and we try to make, and we do achieve making a lot of money to give out to people.
Yes.
So that's something to be really proud of. And the Feed My Sheep is another fabulous organization. They helped the Hungry, helped us a little bit to get started back in the day, and they're incredible. And we're trying to live up to all that they do. We're having this wonderful breakfast, and also all the pies and cakes and cupcakes and cookies and breads and silent auctions, and then the chorus will be the pastor's cake before we know it.
Right,
wow,
yeah.
and that'll be fun to see how that goes. So yeah, we have so many great organizations in the area that try to help people to give them a hand up and not just a hand out.
Right.
So we're excited. All of us here are excited to be a part of that.
Well, it's kind of like a homecoming, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, you see people you haven't seen. I see this one guy. I usually see him every year, and I said, "See you next year." You know, one of my former students from probably back in the 70s.
Right.
So that is really, and we even recognize each other. Wow.
Yeah.
We've got to keep seeing each other at least once a year.
Right.
That's the key to still being remembered and remembering people.
What's your favorite dessert, your go-to dessert here?
Oh my gosh. John Clark makes the most amazing dessert. And I can't tell you right now exactly what it is, but it is the best. And I just look forward to that every year. But then I'm probably the biggest purchaser here, because I don't really love to bake. So now I can take these home and put them in my freezer, and I can say, "Oh, would you like to have some of my ooey gooey cake or my chocolate chip cookies, or all these things?" And I didn't say I made them, but
they're yours though, because you bought them.
They're coming out of my freezer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They say it's not a party until Jackie Berry shows up. It's also not a party until Mike Henderson shows up.
Right. And I saw Mike today on TV while I was getting ready to come down here. I wasn't paying close attention because I was rushing around here and there, but it was just kind of on the news this morning. And all of a sudden I thought, whoo! I know that person. And there it was Mike.
Must have been a slow news day, I guess.
No. I don't know what it was exactly, but I know it was good. And he looked good, too. So that's great.
Jason and I like to talk, Mike. I know you're not afraid to talk, but the three of us together can't keep up with this.
No, we cannot. No, we cannot.
Well, I probably need to go back to my greeting. But I wanted to come out and get to talk with you guys for a while. Because you guys are great.
Wonderful.
I love
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Jackie.
All right.
Always good to see you.
Oh, great to see you.
Jackie Berry with the Feed My Sheep Bake Sale, United Way of St. Francis County. If there's a good cause, she's always behind it. She's going to go have a seat and make sure Bill's okay to eat there. It's good to see him out as well. Mike Henderson, my former basketball coach, freshman year, now state senator, author of many, many bills.
See what coaching Jason Lowry can lead to.
I know, right? it all lined up. But before we get to political stuff, talk a little bit about the official photographer and online poster of Feed My Sheep Bake Sale. She does a pretty good job with this, doesn't she?
She does. She works hard at it. She enjoys it. I think she's found, she was retired for a number of years after 31 years in education. I think she found her niche with some of this with the chamber and that, and she really enjoys being just a part of the community right now, and I'm proud of her for that.
One thing I think that you would probably agree with, that this may be your favorite part of this, is the fact that you don't necessarily have to talk politics when you come here. You can just relax. How you doing? How'd the team do last night?
I would much rather not talk politics here and be able to talk to people about how are the grandkids, how are the kids, and how's everybody doing, and it's more like fellowship. And I get this every year I come here, I get to see a few people maybe I haven't seen for a while.
Exactly.
And it's good to see them and catch up and just ask them how everybody's doing.
It's got to be great.
Well, let's get into the
Let's talk politics then.
Been a very busy session. In your mind, what's been some of the bigger accomplishments that you've been able to get through so far?
Well, I think a lot of them are coming, some of the biggest accomplishments, and that's usually the way it works. They come at the end, but we did do a really good bill on juvenile justice. I think we have to. It's becoming a bigger and bigger problem, just like you heard about the city streets in St. Louis being taken over a couple weekends ago. And what it does, it goes from both ends, trying to take care. It put in some stricter requirements on those that are committing felonies, but made it easier to deal with the ones who are doing the petty stuff to get them quickly out of the system. Like, there was a part example, you can't take them to court with their feet and hands shackled. I don't think we need to have 12-year-olds with their feet and hands shackled when they go to court. But for those that are committing serious felonies, I think we tried to make it a little easier for them to deal with it, and a little tougher on them. But then we also had some in there where they could get some money to have a juvenile justice systems and upgrade them in local communities if they want to. If they want to pass a 1-cent sales tax, they can. So I think we tried to go from both ends, but we've got to do something with some of these problems that some of these kids are having.
Another issue that I know you've been working on at the state level is the budget, obviously. Where does that stand right now? And
it's in our hands. So the House passed their budget. It's coming over to the Senate, and Rusty Black is the appropriations chair. I'm actually on appropriations, and we had supper the other night, talked about it a little bit. I think a couple things are important, that already those fundings that the governor cut some for citizens with disability have been restored, and they will stay in the budget on our side. I'm 100% sure of that. I think a few of those other cuts are going to be minimized some for some of these people like senior citizens and such. I can't tell you exactly because it's going to take a vote, and I'm one vote out of it. And I think the funding for colleges may change somewhat again, too. And I know I've talked to Dr. Gilgore about some of that.
For the better?
For the better. And at least in my opinion, it's much better. It's closer to what we had before, not the drastic cuts. And then some people getting drastic raises that came out of the House version. And I don't think you can cut one college $30 million and give another college $30 million extra in 1 year. I just don't think you can do that. So
Mike, I know in some years in the past, it's been a little divisive in the legislature. Some years you have worked very well together. What kind of year is this shaping up to be?
Now, are you talking Democrat, Republican, or House and Senate? Because there's a couple versions.
I know. They're definitely. I don't think you'll ever cure the Democrat-Republican thing, at least not in the near future. But the House and Senate, I know there were a lot of the filibustering and things like that.
We've been working pretty well together, I think, and we're passing some bills. And, we third read some this last week that are good bills. Have we taken on as many great big bills as we did last year? No. And we knew at the way that year ended, it probably wasn't going to happen, but we're getting some things done. I had one this week. I didn't get it finished. I'm going to eventually get this done, dealing with something you guys may not even be familiar with, 7-OH.
No.
You know what it is?
7-OH, no.
It's gas station heroin. So basically, when kratom isn't bad by itself, people that sell kratom in these vape shops and such, but when you enhance it or adulterate it, it then becomes something that's as powerful as morphine and as addictive as heroin, and it's not regulated currently. And I'm trying to put some guardrails on it. I've got the votes. I just got to be able to get it to a vote in the Senate. If I can get it to a vote, and they say, what do you mean by that? Well, people can filibuster, and you got to be able to get it to a vote, and you can only go so long because there's other things that are very important that we get done too. So we're going to keep working on that one, and trying to get that done. I got a few bills. I've got a couple that'll get done for sure, but a few more we're working on. Hopefully make some things a little bit better.
Education is something that directly affects me.
Yes.
How's education for K through 12 looking as far as funding goes?
I believe we've fully funded it for 9 straight years, which I am proud of. I think we put in $800 million new dollars in the last 2 years, but I don't know if they'll put that last $196 million in this year. It's probably going to depend, but I'm worried about that because I love it that we fully funded it. I think for the first time in Missouri history, the last 9 years straight. And I don't know if that last 190, so it'll probably be flat to where it was last year. We did add $500 million new dollars just last year, because I think I made that recommendation in conference committee. And so we'll have to see on that. I'm not sure, but there are going to be some cuts made some other places too. But the biggest factor for education is that they've got the task force working on a new funding formula. And the formula does need to be redone. It's out of date. It's been there so long. And I think that's when we'll see the big change in public ed.
All right, what's your go-to dessert, meal, food in Feed My Sheep?
Probably the chocolate chip cookies. I get the ones with the walnuts in them, and they're so good every year. I love those chocolate chip cookies. Anything chocolate is good, and I'd argue with anybody who argues against that. But I get the chocolate chip cookies with walnuts.
Yeah, they're somewhat healthy, right? They have something natural.
Not really,
we tell
but I don't
ourselves
think
that,
Jason, not really, but at this point, I don't think I care.
I do have one more political question for you. Income tax, sales tax. Talk a little bit about that. I know those are proposed changes and stuff that I think a lot of people are interested in.
You know, I'm always all in favor of cutting taxes when we can, and we do it in a reasonable and responsible. That's a key word, method. So if we can do it in that, I want to make clear what it does. Really, if we pass it, all we do is put it on the ballot. We still don't do away with income taxes at that point. Then it comes back to us to find out a way to make it work. And if we do that, it will be with triggers, which mean if revenue goes up $100 million, then we cut income taxes by a certain percent. And
so it wouldn't be completely done away with. It would just.
Oh, no. I would think it would take somewhere between 5 and 10 years to completely get rid of it. No one knows that number right now, but I'd say it'd be somewhere in that way. I think it's set up. It's either 1.2 or 1.4. When the highest rate gets down to 1.2 or 1.4, then we would just do away with it because it costs more to collect it than to pay, than the money we make. But for those that think it's just going to go away, it's not. If that passes, then we are given the directive to come up the next year and find a way to set this system up to trigger it out and what that will look like. And somebody says, well, we're going to have to charge more and everything. Not necessarily. There are over 200 sales tax exemptions that have gotten in over the last 40 to 50 years that you don't pay sales tax on that you used to. And now, that's going to be a tough decision because people are used to not paying on those. But there is a way of not raising all sales tax, but taking some of the exemptions out that are in there. A lot of them are for certain industries. And so, do I know what's going to happen? I wouldn't even want to bet my own money on it right now. So we'll have to see.
But do you think there'll be something across the finish line to get that on the ballot in November?
I can't even answer that question for you for sure now. I think there's a good chance, but I wouldn't give it 100% right now.
Okay.
If I was to handicap it, I'd give it an 80% chance of get something on the ballot, but that would be the best I could do.
So Mike, when you first got into the political scene here and ran for state rep, did you think in your wildest dreams that you'd be where you're at today as a legislative leader?
I mean, I didn't even know how long I would really want to do it. I ran for that the first time because I was always interested. I taught government and didn't know if I could win. Didn't have a clue if I could really win. I kind of went into it blind, to be honest. I signed up on the last day you could sign up. So I signed up late, didn't have any money raised, didn't really know what I was doing, and was fortunate enough to win. And so the answer to your question, no. But I enjoy it. I don't enjoy every day. You leave there some days thinking, I don't ever want to come back. And then there's days you think, well, I got something good done. So, you just have to be able to live with that.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you go so you can go get those chocolate cookies with walnuts.
Well, you guys have a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. We appreciate it very much.
Mike Henderson, our state senator, joining us here on the Parkland podcast.
We need to do birthdays.
A lot of stuff. We got birthdays and we got music. I think Becky Laubiger, we might see if we can get her on the pod. She's done eating. Let me see if I can get Becky Laubiger. Yeah, if we could talk to Representative Laubiger here real quick. We'll just make it like a political double play, and then we'll roll into birthdays here too, so we can get our politics here. We're at the Feed My Sheep bake sale here at the First Baptist Church in Desloge. And this next guest not only knows a lot about what's going on in Jeff City, she also knows a little bit about the inner workings of this church, right?
A little bit, yes. I can show you where all the storage closets are.
Good morning. How's things been going for you this session?
Good. I feel a little more confident this second half of my freshman term, so it's been good as far as being able to understand more of the process and know a little bit more about all of the topics that we have to learn about. So yeah, it's enjoyable.
It's not just knowing what's happening, but why it happens too, right?
Exactly, yes. So that is a learning process, because sometimes we have bills dealing with topics you've never heard of before or never considered. So yeah, lots of information to learn.
Your husband's the pastor here at this church, and he told me, I want to say in an interview leading up to this event last year, he said, because I asked him, how long have you been here? Do you guys move around? He goes, no, Baptist church preachers, they go somewhere, and if they like it, they just stay there. So apparently he likes it here.
Yes, we love it here. This is a great place to be.
This facility is so nice, and you guys are more than generous in sharing this for community events like we have today.
Right, and that was a goal with, they built this part of the building, the gymnasium and fellowship hall, just before we came, and that was part of the goal of the church, was to be able to be a blessing to the community and have some free workout time and space, but also some space for ministries and missions that align with the things that we do, which obviously helping people in need and helping the hungry is part of our mission and purpose as well.
So I see your daughter is here with you. Is she watching you and going, I want to be like my mom someday, and I think I'm going to get into the political world? Or is
Absolutely not. No, she's just about to get married in 2 weeks and leave us for Mississippi.
Awesome.
So we're loving every minute we have left with her here and excited about her next step in life.
And so making a lot of trips to Mississippi over the next couple of years?
We already have a son and his wife and soon-to-be grandchild living in Mississippi as well. So, yeah, lots of trips down there.
Will they be close to each other?
They'll live in the same town.
Oh, well, perfect.
So, yes, our son's wife introduced our daughter to her fiance. So it was just God worked it out. It was wonderful.
Good deal.
Yeah. Works out great. We talked to Senator Henderson about some things he's working on in Jeff City. In your mind, what are the big pieces of legislation and the big work that's yet to be done as far as the House goes?
Oh, yet to be done. So this was budget week, and I think I heard Senator Henderson talking about it a little bit. So this was, I've told everyone, this was round one, first step of the budget process, moving from the House to the Senate. And so the House had a very conservative budget so that they have room to negotiate. That was the strategy on the House side. And so I respected the work of the committee and voted yes this round on the proposals, knowing that as it goes through the negotiation process, a lot of things from the House recommendations will be changed, and there's some cuts that were proposed that absolutely won't stay at the rate and level that they've been proposed in this round. And the goal is to have room to negotiate, knowing that we need to lower the budget overall. There's a lot of federal dollars that we've received at the state level since COVID, and those are no longer being sent our way, and so we've just got to figure out what the budget needs to look like as far as what the state revenues can sustain. So it's a lot of conversation and negotiation, and we appreciate hearing from everyone in the community about what is important to the people here and what's making a difference, and that really does help in the discussion process. And even as I go to budget committee members, helping me know the things that really are making a difference in our community.
What about your legislation?
So my legislation, so one of the big things that I've been working on is our version of Conrad's Law, based on the tragedy that happened in our community to Conrad Ashcraft. And so over the summer, I talked with his family and talked with Desi in the Office of Childhood, and just worked through some guidelines that the state can have regarding safety for kids. And so that's a bill that I'm really working to get through this session. I have another hearing for it on Monday, and it's second committee. You go through one committee and then you go to rules, and so it's ready for rules on Monday. So we look forward to seeing that continue to move through the process. So just the state can offer some much needed guidance and additional training for caring for kids with special needs.
That's a very emotional topic.
Yeah.
Has been. You wanted to make sure whatever you do is something that the family's happy with.
Right.
You make sure everything is good.
Right. So there's an organization that has promoted something that they had not reached out to the family at all, and so I've had the honor to be able to talk with the family and work closely with them, and also not overstep into there's a legal process going on, and the state has no voice in that. We're just looking at, from the state perspective, where should we offer more guidance and some protections for kids?
I think the lawbringers are ready to go. They're picking up purses and stuff like that.
Becky, go to a piece of dessert that you want to make sure you get out of here with today.
Well, I've not made the full circuit yet. I'm hoping for some fudge, because I've had some a couple of years here, and there's some amazing types of fudge, but there's also, oh my goodness, breads and cakes, and I can't buy it all, but
It's not for a lack of effort. Yes.
Right, I know I'll find something amazing in there. So I hope more people come out. This is a great event, and lots of work went into it, and such a great team that's working together to make this happen here.
All kinds of different churches represented, all from the north end of the county, all from your representation area too, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
cool.
So
That's
thanks.
great. Becky, thanks so much.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
your
much.
time.
Thank you.
She
Good
got
to
dumped.
see you
She's
all
got to go
today.
catch up with her family. She got
no
dumped.
kidding. Yeah, only so much time left before that daughter gets married, so go enjoy it.
Thank you.
117th State Representative Becky Lobinger is our guest here now on the Parkland Podcast. All right, ready for that break? Thank you, Becky.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll come right back, and we will do your birthdays next on the Parkland Podcast.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Let's rip through some birthdays here on the Parkland Podcast. Who you have for today, March 28th?
Hey, happy birthday wishes to Holly Brown. She worked at the West County School Board of Education office and superintendent's office, and I always would call to talk to Stacy Stevens or whoever the current superintendent was at the time, and Holly would always answer the phone, and we'd spend about 5 minutes kibitzing back and forth, and then, okay, let me talk to Stacy or whoever the superintendent is. Happy birthday to you, Holly. Happy birthday to Trish Peterson. That's from your sister at the Live Center, and she's a former guest of mine on the radio, Lisa Corder. Happy birthday to you, young lady. And your personal family member, Walt Redeker.
Happy birthday, Uncle Walter. I think he's 63. I hope I didn't make him older, because he's worried about his age, because he still acts like he's 2017. Happy birthday, Uncle Walter. I love you, and I hope you have an awesome day. Michael Whitaker, current student of mine with a birthday today, did a great job filming Zone 1 in the Lip Dub yesterday. Michael's a great kid. Alan Rizzo, the choir director at North County, with a birthday today. She's got a great voice, and she always has a great choir. Happy birthday to her. And Chase Sellers, First State Community Bank Desloge branch, former student of mine at Unitech. Chase is an awesome human being. Happy birthday to you today. What about tomorrow, March 29th?
Happy birthday to Whitney Shumway, former guest on this fine quality
playing dodgeball right
podcast. Yes, she is. Happy birthday to you. Jessica Coughlin, she helped organize a trivia night a couple of months ago that I got to MC. Happy birthday to you, Jessica. My buddy Lance Smith went into the AT&T office yesterday to get some work done. He's the best, but he was on vacation.
Oh, no.
But the gals that helped me out did a fantastic job, so thank you. But, Lance, you're still the man. And Lisa LaPlante, happy birthday to you, young lady. I hope you have a fantastic day when you walk into First State Community Bank, downtown Farmington. She's the first girl you'll see, and she'll get you where you need to go.
Happy birthday today, Megan Robinson, or tomorrow, rather, Megan Robinson, celebrating a birthday. What about Monday, March 30th?
Happy birthday to Alex King. Alex and his wife, Laura Lee, just had a little baby boy, Leon Jeffrey King.
Yeah.
Born March 4th. We talked about them on the podcast. Alex is 6'5". Laura Lee is 6'2", I think, maybe 6'3". That baby is not going to be short.
No.
I can pretty much guarantee you that. Happy birthday to you, buddy. And happy birthday to Sydney Berghaus. Sid the kid, celebrating a birthday, daughter of Julie Berghaus with Parkland Pharmacy, longtime supporter of the podcast.
Happy birthday on Monday to Heather Metter, the first fire lady of Desloge. Her husband is the chief. And Corinda Brooks celebrating a birthday on Monday as well. Happy birthday, Corinda. Hope you have a great day. What about Tuesday, the 31st?
Tuesday, our good friend, I've known him for over 40 years now, I guess, David Cramp.
Peanuts.
Oh, man, the coach, the administrator, the county commissioner, whatever. He's done it all. Happy birthday to you, David. You are one of my favorite people. Yes.
Yeah.
And another one of our favorites for a lot of different reasons, Anthony Smith.
I knew where you were going.
Celebrating a birthday. I'm still emotionally scarred from having to go over to his apartment and wake him up because he was late for work. And he was wearing nothing but his tighty whities.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, boy.
I'm forever in debt to Tony Smith the rest of my life because he got me off of overnights at J98.
Yeah, that's a good thing to be happy about.
Happy birthday to another former student of mine, Keegan Gabor. He works at the Harps Deli in Park Hills. Got to see him a couple weeks ago. Got some fried chicken from him. Happy birthday, Keegan. And Todd, Michael, and Jordan Wampler, I think. Or is it Todd, Michael, Jordan Wampler? It might be one person. So nice they named him 4 times. Todd, Michael, Jordan Wampler with a birthday on Tuesday. Or it's Todd Michael with a birthday and Jordan Wampler.
Either way.
Either way, you guys are both covered. April Fool's Day, Wednesday, April 1st.
No fooling. Chris Landrum has a birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday to you, Chris. Saw her at the fish fry yesterday. They had to eat in a hurry because Mitt is Sanhedrin number 3 in the More Than Just a Man play at the First Baptist Church.
Pretty quick yesterday.
Well, anyway, Chris, happy birthday wishes to you. Dottie Fritchie, happy birthday wishes to you, young lady. I'll see her every year at the big dinner, Christmas Day dinner that they host at CC's Pizza, and she always works on the desserts. Happy birthday to you. Karen McPeaks Green, happy birthday to you. That's from your mom, who is one of my biggest fans when I was in radio. So happy birthday, Karen. I hope you do fantastic. And my buddy Mike Zeracourt celebrates a birthday. Mike, happy birthday wishes to you, buddy. Hope you are doing fantastic.
Happy birthday to my cousin Kay Beard, celebrating a birthday on Wednesday. Whitney Schaff with a birthday as well. And Shelly Tracy celebrating a birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Shelly. What about Thursday, April the 2nd?
Oh, happy birthday to my buddy Liam Ring at a St. Paul school auction one year. They auctioned off Do the Morning Show with Mark Toady. And
wow.
His parents bid like $700 or $800 on that, and people still talk. And he's out of high school now.
Yeah.
He's about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But people still talk about him being on the show. He was a hoot. He was a hoot. So Liam, happy birthday. I see him every now and then. He's got a mustache and everything. It's like, dude, how'd you get so big? A happy birthday to Colleen Mitchell. She is a lean, mean singing machine. There are great voices in this area. And then there's Colleen Mitchell. She is a fantastic,
Oh, yeah, she certainly is a great
fantastic singer. Jessica Herwig, happy birthday to you. She does a lot of good work with the mental health field. Hope you're doing fantastic. Terry Moss, here we are at Feed My Sheep. They also had a big fundraiser for the food pantries in Madison County for a bunch of years, and Terry was the ringleader for that, so happy birthday to you. And our good buddy, the lean, mean guitar-playing machine, Shannon Cox.
Shannon Cox.
Canyon on his own, Black Diamond. He's got a lot of different formats. Happy birthday to you, buddy. Hope you're doing great.
Happy birthday today to Jennifer Cooper, celebrating a birthday. Lindsay Matthews, counselor at the Unitech Career Center. Serena Belt with the birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, Serena. And Ramey Haffertappy, graduated high school.
Easy for her to say.
I know, right? Good dude. Happy birthday, Ramey. And Dee Reynolds of Butterfield Gardens with the birthday on Thursday. What about Friday, April 3rd?
The only one I have is Robin Bullock. She is a dandy. I've known Robin for years. Used to play volleyball against her and Chris.
Really?
Back in the day when we were doing co-ed league. She was a much better volleyball player than Chris. She was also a much better volleyball player than me.
Jan Hawkins with a birthday on Friday. Jan is always up to help out a good cause. Proud grandma. Happy birthday to her. And Brittany Wood celebrating a birthday on Friday. I wanted to slip in one more interview here, Mark, real quick. I want to bring Bill Young up here.
Hi, Bill.
Come on up and grab a seat here. He's the bread man today at the
Cuckoo Cachoo.
And Tori's going to have a seat here with us too. Guys, thanks so much for spending a little time with us today. How's it going in there?
Very good. We're selling tons of bread, but I think there's a conspiracy going on.
Uh-oh.
We were the first table to sell out of bread last year. Between all the tables, we were first.
Wow.
I think all the other tables kind of ganged up on us and made extra bread for this year.
Oh.
Because we have tons of bread.
Come get some bread.
Come get some bread. But we're selling a lot. We're having a good time.
How long have you been involved in this cause?
I don't know, 4 or 5 years that we've been the bread
I think
people.
it's been longer than that, but maybe.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like 6 to 8, but maybe. It feels like it.
We go to Centenary United Methodist Church in Bonne Terre, and Jackie Berry has kind of roped us into.
She's good at that.
She's very good at it.
Very good at that.
And but it's been fun. We've had a good time. Us and our my in-laws, I guess, or my
my
brother-in-law and
sister.
sister.
Yeah, my brother and
Probably made a lot of new friends over the years.
Wonderful people.
And you see them year after year. This is the only place you see them.
Yes, I've heard that a lot today.
That's great. And I wanted to get you on too because you kind of made a big decision yesterday. You decided to throw your hat in the ring for a political position.
I did. It was I can't say a spur of the moment, but because I've been thinking about it for about 6 months or so. But it just felt like the right time. I'm getting close to retirement age at work, so hey, that
Welcome to the club.
all this could work out. So yeah, I don't know if she'll be happy to see me at home more, but maybe.
I'm going to get a second job.
But yeah, I thought I'd give it a shot.
What are you going to do?
Maybe presiding commissioner.
Very good.
Depending on everyone's votes. So yes.
There you go. And so you're just like literally filed yesterday, and
Filed yesterday.
campaign will be starting here really soon.
It will.
As we were talking before we started, you got somebody with a little political experience in the family kind of to learn from a little bit, right?
Give you some pointers.
My son Andrew. Hey, you will not know the number of people that say, you know, Andrew, you look like Andrew. You're Andrew Young's parents. Yes, we are.
Yeah,
And
we no longer are Bill and Tori. We are Andrew Young's parents.
which is okay. We're proud of him.
Very proud.
Yeah. Well, best of luck with this campaign.
Thank you.
I guess we need to let you go so you can get back in there and sell some more.
Hey, we're selling a lot, but we need to sell a lot more. So come on out and help us out. It's a good cause.
Very good. And we'll have you on again here as we get a little closer to Election Day, and we'll get a little more in depth into the things you want to accomplish if elected and all that kind of stuff.
Sounds great. Thank you. I appreciate you two guys. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bill and Tori Young joining us here. Two of the many volunteers, the army of volunteers that are here with the Help the Hungry, or with the Feed My Sheep bake sale. I think we've probably said that a couple times by accident.
Yeah, I know I have.
Real quick, you want to do some music?
Yeah.
What, you got a song of the week?
Song of the week, we're going to go stuck between Jimi Hendrix and Rush, so I'm going to go song of the week, Hey Joe, from Jimi Hendrix, because that might be my favorite Jimi Hendrix song.
Was that one written by Bob Dylan too, or was that?
I'd have to look it up. I mean, I'm going off the fly here. I just listened to it on the way up here, and I love that tune.
Yeah. I had like about 30 seconds of all kinds of different pop songs and songs that kids like with that lip dub all week. But one of the classics, and this one was kind of surprising, Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson. The kids all love that song. And so Alan Jackson, Chattahoochee, which is a real river in Tennessee, and he inspired him to write that song. And apparently it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie in Tennessee, but I think southeast Missouri gets just as hot, if not hotter. So Alan Jackson's 1990s hit Chattahoochee, my pick for song of the week. All right.
Saw a couple girls coming in. They are from the Help the Hungry bake sale, so it's nice to see them supporting Feed My Sheep. That's Kurt Balke's wife, and
he's got something for sale in here too. I think he said. He's got like an item on the silent auction.
Excellent. But the group of the day, what group, if you could only have one song to take with you on a desert island, would you take? We're going with Rush. And I am so torn between about 5 or 6 Rush songs that I really love, like Fly By Night, which was the first Rush song I ever heard in my life. The Hard Working Man is fabulous, but I think I'm going to go with Tom Sawyer.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. Oh my! I'm gonna try to get something like really long, so I can have a lot of.
They're all long if they're Rush songs.
I don't know. How about I'll go deep with you. We'll go By Tour and the Snow Dog, and I think I've talked about this song before.
Yes.
Like it was written about one of the crew people on the tour of Rush's tour, their 2 dogs, and then they made it into a big long epic adventure that takes you through all kinds of different places. Rush, what a tremendous band. Upcoming guests, we have a document that tells us that now. Let me pull that up and see who's going to be.
Carrie McCrory's going to be. I've got it right here.
Look at you.
Stephanie Cabrera is going to join us to talk about school board, and Carrie McCrory will be joining us as well. But we can't say thank you enough to the folks from Feed My Sheep. They've been great hosts to us. But I want to get in there and I'm going to start buying some stuff.
Yeah, and I got my son has a robot match.
You'll be sitting here doing that.
Yeah, I'll be watching that. He starts at 10:10. Hey, best of luck to Ignite and the Farmington Robotics team as they compete in the state tournament today at SLU. So best of luck next week. We'll be back at Ransom's, and hopefully I'll have an update for you, and you'll just see how relaxed I am after a week off of work.
Yes, I'm sure.
All right, we'll get in there and get some food, Mark Tody.
Peace out, everybody.
Thanks to Elizabeth Poston, Glenda Strawn, Pastor Bradford Lobinger, everybody here at the church for hooking us up. Hope you had a great time watching. We had a great time eating and being here. It's the Parkland Podcast right here on Facebook and